To the Rides and Vibes podcast.
Hi, we're so happy you're here.
In today's episode, we are going to be discussing whether 13 is actually scary.
It's like a very controversial debate because it could go either way. So I'm very excited to see what direction this actually goes in because even I don't know right now.
I don't even know either. I've made loads of points, so we'll decide at the end what our sole opinion is after we've heard all our points. And we'd like you to share your opinion in the comments. For our first point, we want to talk about the theming and the atmosphere.
Yes.
The dark forest setting, the whole area is decently well themed, apart from one other ride in the section. Which will not be named.
No, not happening.
That's not very well themed, but the rest of the area, I think it's done decently well. Especially once you enter the 13 queue line, that's when it starts to get good. Enter the queue line, if you look around you can see loads of graves in the queue, which I think is really good. You know, there is graves in the queue, isn't there?
I think so.
I
remember seeing them when I was stuck for 3.5 hours in there.
Yeah, you should know the queue the best.
I don't like the 13 queue anymore, and it's nothing to do with the theming, it's just to do with the fact that I was stuck for 3.5 hours.
The music in the queue is very good.
I love the soundtrack.
It's very atmospheric and the soundtrack works really, really well at Alton Towers. They've done a great job with that.
It starts off really subtle, and then it builds the further through the queue you get. I don't know if people have noticed that, but
I haven't actually noticed that, does it?
I think so. It's very subtle, so you don't really notice it. It might just be a me thing that I notice it, but I'd say it goes more intense the further through you get, especially in the room.
Fair enough, yeah. We'll notice it next time we go on it, which might be in 15 days at the time of posting this video.
It's 18 days as of filming, 15 as of it releasing. Oh god.
I can't believe it, we're nearly at opening again.
I know. And also, while we're on that topic, I just want to say something I'm going to start doing. This lanyard, every time we go, I'm going to get a new pin. And we're going to build this up throughout the year. And we're going to make a massive deal of it. Anyway, carry on.
We will. The abandoned vibe, it's especially the tree that goes up the station, it feels very abandoned and I quite like that.
Yes.
It feels like you are in a woods in an abandoned crypt. It's very, very nice. I do quite like the actual station building and the other building on the ride.
Yeah.
And then the build-up before boarding. I think that's really strong for this ride and it's probably its main factor to its scariness. Because that room where you queue indoors with the machine that makes the buzzing noise, that scares a lot of people.
A lot of people have beef with that machine, honestly. When I went and we were in the queue for 3 hours, we were in that room for about 30 minutes. And there were these, I think they were 8-year-olds in the queue in front of us. And they'd kind of clung to me because I was the youngest one out of everyone who was near us. And they kind of clung to me and they got really scared when that went off. So I had to count with them every time for 30 minutes. So they knew on 12 I'd tell them to cover their ears so they didn't have to hear it. And we just did that for 30 minutes. But it was so sweet. But it was I felt so bad for them.
Oh, bless them. I still cover my ears when it gets to 12.
Same. I hate it.
It's very loud. It doesn't scare me. It's just really loud.
Yeah. It's it's not even the electrical bit that's freaky. It's just, why is it so loud?
Okay, on to the next section, the ride layout. So first of all, let's break it down. The first drop.
The air time.
It's very good for airtime. I really like the first drop. It's not scary though. It's just nice.
It's just really satisfying, and it's so smooth. I think it kind of sorry.
Have you ever done that first drop though on the back row?
Yes, I did. The first time I went on it.
Oh, the back row is so good for airtime.
It's amazing. I think it kind of starts off really tame and tricks you into thinking it's gonna be, oh, it's just like a walk in the park. And then it just shocks you like halfway through and you're like, what the hell? Because you don't think it's the same coaster. The first half and the second half are so different in like thrill. You'd think they were different rides.
Yeah. That is a really good point. Thank you for that, Millie.
It's okay.
The speed.
First half quite slow, second half after the event, very quick.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's quite quick. I think it's because you're going backwards as well. It feels faster.
It does feel so much faster. It's like on...
That was a slight spoiler. I'm so sorry.
It's like on Accelerator when you're going up.
Yes.
That feels so fast.
Yeah.
Or you've not done the backwards gold rush cycle, have you?
I haven't, no. The indoor section.
Oh. Spoilers ahead.
Okay. Yeah, this is where I will put my timestamp for you to skip to if you want to go in blind for the first time. Shoo. So, the indoor section. So, it's a 13-metre drop, maybe. It's completely in the dark, which does add to the fear factor, I will admit. Because if you dropped, let's say like the drop track was like outside, so it's all natural lighting and stuff, it wouldn't be scary. It wouldn't be scary at all. But being in the dark does add a bit of fear to it.
Also, the fact that you can feel the pre-drop, and I thought at first, like, oh, we've dropped.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, what's gonna happen now? We just dropped.
Yeah.
And then it was like, boom. And I was like, oh, guess we haven't dropped.
That is very good. I'm glad that they did that, because otherwise it wouldn't be as good, I don't think. Is it intense enough to be scary?
Aspects, yes. But the ride as a whole, I'd say it's a family thrill coaster.
Yeah, that's very fair. I personally agree. If you take like the queue, like the bit in the queue, and then the drop, yes, they're scary, but other than that, not really.
It's a very good first ride for younger riders or people that are trying to build themselves up to doing bigger coasters.
Yeah, because when I've taken people to Alton Towers for the first ever trip, I've always taken them. Well, sometimes I take them on Runaway Mine Train first, but it's usually 13 followed by Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like that's the best order.
There was this person in the 13 queue asking me whether the ride was scary. And I was like, have you done any other rides at the park? I can help you compare the feeling. And they were like, oh, we've done Wicker Man. And I was like, did you like it? And they were like, yeah, it was great. And I was like, you'll be fine then. Yeah,
if you can do Wicker Man, you'll be fine. But if you can't do Runaway Mine Train, you're done for.
Don't do it.
No.
You don't do it.
Miss this one out.
If you can't do Runaway Mine Train, I don't know what you're doing at a theme park.
Yeah, if you can't do Runaway Mine Train, I think you wasted your money.
Because that's one of the tamest rides there. Unless you're like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, oh yeah,
That's
of course,
different.
obviously, yeah. Compare it to other rides. So comparing it to Wicker Man, I'd say it's definitely less intense and slower, but the in the dark section makes it slightly scarier.
If you can do Wicker Man, you can 100% do 13.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Wicker Man's a lot faster, a lot more intense, a lot more G-force, all of that. The only thing that makes 13 scarier, as Amelia said, is the drop.
Yeah. Because did you know Wicker Man and Nemesis have the exact same G-force?
They feel very similar, so that makes sense.
Yes, if you've done Wicker Man, 13's going to be like, it'll feel like a snail.
It genuinely will, 'cause I went on Wicker Man first and then 13 afterwards. And I was like, this is just so chill. I recommend just throw yourself in the deep end, do the scary rides first.
Yeah, honestly, that
Then
sometimes
everything
is the
else
best
feels
option. It depends, because if you've like never been on a roller coaster before, I've got some questions. This one will definitely be for you. Did you expect the drop the first time?
Not until we went in the room.
Fair enough, yeah.
Because it's like, I thought when we went into that room, why are we in here? And then I felt the pre-drop, and I was like, makes sense.
Did the drop track still work after you knew it was coming?
Yeah, but not the same.
Fair, yeah. Age factor. So 13 is, it's a funny coaster like that because it's not scary to us or anyone in our age group, or the majority of people in our age group. But what about kids? Like younger kids that go on the ride? Yeah, I'd say it's scary for them.
It depends on their maturity and their exposure to roller coasters.
Exactly, yeah. Fear versus thrill. Some people, they confuse like shock with scary. So is 13 actually scary, or is it just surprising?
Surprising.
I'd definitely say surprising. Although the queue line's creepy, it is a little bit spooky, but it's not terrifying. And then the actual ride is nowhere near terrifying, it's literally just surprising.
Yeah.
So, if you have a young child that's nervous about 13, although I do recommend going on blind, if they are really that scared of it, I'd just tell them what's going to happen, to be honest. And then once you've removed the surprise factor, there's not really anything left to be scared of. They might get
Except
a bit...
for the timing.
Yeah. Fair, yeah.
Because you don't know exactly when that drop's coming.
No. But, again, what I'd recommend is show them videos on, like, ride POVs on YouTube. I think that's the best option.
Yeah.
Then they can learn the ride, they can think, okay, we're going into this section now, which means that's going to happen. They can mentally prepare themselves and they'll be fine on the ride. Anyway, on to, have you got any more points?
No, I don't think so. Have you?
No, because the next section is the final verdict. So, theming out of 10. My instinct was to go with 7.
Same.
Because it's good, but there's nothing outright, like there's nothing that stands out about it.
It's not like Nemesis or Wicker Man.
Nemesis and Wicker Man are so well done, whereas 13, it's like, it's got a theme, it's good, you can tell what the theme is, but it's not exceptional. Intensity out of 10. 4?
5, I'd say.
Yeah, 4 or 5, yeah. Yeah. It's barely intense. Yeah. Nah, not really. Scare factor out of 10.
If you know what's coming, 0. But
Yeah.
if you don't, like 5,
Again,
6.
it ranges on your age, because if you're like a 6-year-old, it's going to be like 10. But if you're mine and Millie's age, for example, it's going to be like 2 if you don't know what's going to happen. 0 if you do, so it really ranges, that one does. Is 13 scary? I'm leaning towards no. 13 is not scary.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards no.
For the majority, because there are younger children that might find 13 scary. For the majority of people, they're not going to find it scary. Leave that your opinion in the comments on whether you think 13 is scary or not. If your opinion changed throughout this video because of anything we said, make sure to mention that, because I think we made some pretty good points today. Because I was probably leaning towards more like, oh yeah, 13 is pretty scary, but after doing this video I feel a bit more like, no, it's really not, is it?
No, it's quite good.
So I think, yeah. So if we change your opinion, let us know. If you stay stuck to your opinion, let us know. And yeah, feel free to share any more points that you think we should have mentioned that we didn't. Yeah, anything else to say, Millie?
No, I think we've said everything.
Fair enough then. So, if you enjoyed this podcast, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you all soon.
Bye! Thank you so much for watching.